What's going on, everybody? Hair here, and yes, here we are talking about Canelo versus Crawford. Obviously, everybody looks forward to Canelo fighting. If you're a big boxing fan, Hispanic community, whatever, he's boxing's biggest star since, I guess you could say, Mayweather. You want to go back in time, the Muhammad Ali's, the Mike Tyson's, all of the above. But yes, here we are. So Crawford versus Canelo. Crawford has a big following too, and let's just get straight into it. So Canelo is the favorite. Now, I will say I do think this is Canelo's biggest test in a very long time. He hasn't been fighting a lot of great competition lately. Now Crawford does put a pretty solid test in front of Canelo, because Crawford does have a better length, a better reach advantage. He is, I would say, quicker as well. But Canelo is the bigger guy, and that's been kind of the consensus of what people think Canelo's doing. He's fighting quote-unquote smaller guys. Obviously, the whole Benavidez ducking thing has been a thing for years. But here we go. So Crawford, I believe if Crawford was is aggressive, he could give Canelo some problems with his speed, footwork, not being afraid to throw punches. He's a great counter puncher as well. Now here's the problem with that too, is things a lot of people face with Canelo is a power puncher. So if Crawford is overly aggressive, Canelo can easily counter him, drop him, do what he's done to many of people. So that's the problem with that. Now, who do I think's going to win? I mean, I'm just going to go with the general consensus answer, which Vegas, what they think as well. Canelo, I would say Canelo's going to win. Now this is from someone that looks the outside looking in. Obviously a lot more of an MMA enthusiast, but I'll definitely watch boxing when it's obtainable, and I use that word loosely because boxing has a hard time building stars. Again, when I think of a star in boxing, I think of Canelo. He's your household name. He's in Nelk Boy interviews. He's on all kinds of commercials. He's the face of boxing, in my opinion. Or I guess Jake Paul is too, in the entertainment aspect. So yes, I think Canelo wins by decision. I don't think there'll be any knockout. I think even if the biggest Canelo fan will say he has gotten a little slower as time's gone on, he's a little bit older, and I do think finally this sets up Canelo versus Benavidez. Do I actually think he's ducking him? I don't know. I don't follow the space enough to actually have a solid opinion on that. Maybe from what I know, it sounds similar-ish to the whole John Jones, Tom Aspinall thing, but I still think John Jones is the GOAT. Now, if Canelo does win, I think he has to fight Benavidez, because who else is he going to fight? Again, Crawford's a solid dancing partner, quote-unquote, for Canelo, but again, who does he fight if he does beat him? Now, if he loses to Crawford, I think you'll have an immediate rematch. I think almost all of Canelo's opponents have that as well. So because Canelo's a money side, he's the A side. He gets that. He just gets that accolade. Now again, if he wins like expecting to win, I think the announcer, whoever it is gonna ask him, hey, so Benavidez next, and I think he gets Benavidez. I can actually see him fighting Jake Paul too, to be honest. Especially if Canelo loses, I can see him fighting Jake Paul. I can even see him fighting him if he wins. So I don't know, but either way, it should be fun. The Canelo fights are always fun. It's always a big Hispanic holiday, and people get pumped up. People order it. There's always parties. There's always barbecues, all that good stuff. So we shall see. It should be a fun event. Order it. Again, in boxing, you're only getting that one solid fight usually. Either way, go watch it. Canelo Crawford, see who wins.